Welcome back, everybody, to another live edition of our Man's Night right here in our studios from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do very much appreciate it. And as you guys can see in the title description, we're talking about New Year's resolutions. What's yours? Because you definitely are going to hear mine. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into tonight's podcast right here on Man's Night. Welcome back, everybody, to another live edition of our Man's Night right here in our studios from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do very much appreciate it. And as always, we have our co-hosts in here. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our co-host, Tammy, to the show. Welcome, Tammy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jay?
Oh, we made it to another Friday. You excited? We made it to a Friday.
Yes, I was at about 3:30 this afternoon when I got off from work.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh my God, I can sign out. Yes.
Fair enough. Been there, done that many times. But anyways, welcome in. And I hope you had a great Christmas. And I hope you got a very interesting, New Year's resolution to talk about here tonight. So I'm glad you're here to discuss all of those things, including everybody else. So again, welcome in, Tammy. And thank you so much for helping out with this podcast tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
So as you guys can see, we have Orphan Annie in here. She said this real quick in the chat. Thank you, Orphan Annie, for being here. As always, we appreciate it. Hope you're doing good over your neck of the woods. And she says this, sending some love, absolutely. And she does say in the chat that she is under the weather, having one heck of a head cold. As you guys know, this is cold season and flu season, so it's already ramping up and kicking in. So again, major healing prayers coming your way, Orphan, to get fixed, here quick. So again, sorry for you being under the weather, and I totally understand if you can't be here. But anyways, welcome to the show. Let's see. We have where did it go? I have Vicky in here. Also, here's Vicky. Hey, Vicky, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. She said this. I changed my name. It is now Vicky Jones, not Bailey. Hi, everyone. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And also,
hi, Vicky.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tammy got in here early before the show started, and she said, I hope you get the, I'm sorry, I'll try that again. I hope you get to feeling better. Man, tongue twister. And she also said this in the chat, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome in, love and light to all. Absolutely. That's the best part. I love that. I love that saying. And then Orphan said this in the chat right below Tammy's and said, I'm still awake and just listening. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Well, I did. Mine was pretty eventful. Got to spend time with the family and whatnot. And it was pretty interesting nonetheless. How was yours, Orphan? And then, of course, tonight is open mic night, as you guys can see in the title description. So this is the point in your guys' life every now and then to get in here and say what you need to say, or let us know what your plans for 2025 is. And Tammy, if you want to, you can go ahead and kick it off and let us know what you got planned for 2025.
Okay, so I have one. It's not my my resolution. It's for another person that can't be here tonight.
Fair enough.
But I asked his permission to kind of share a little bit about the story and his resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He said when I posted it in the a veterans group that I'm a member of, and it's an incarcerated veterans group here in Texas, and his name is Jim A. Hall.
Okay.
He said his resolution is to see his brother exonerated and TDCJ and UTMB, which that's the University of Texas Medical Branch, pay for their crimes against him. And I asked him, could I mention it? And so he said, on January 6th, I will be using my clout as a DAV auxiliary chaplain to get the highest level of the Texas Army National Guard and requests that UTMB LVN Timothy Suniga, it's SUNIGA, be court-martialed for their torture of a service-connected disabled veteran. We do not torture our veterans in this nation, even if they are incarcerated, especially not if they are factually innocent.
Right.
He said, in other words, share what you wish and can. I am available to be interviewed if you wish. I am an old hand at being on podcasts. So I will ask him if he would like to come up on Wednesday and tell the story about his brother. His brother
absolutely.
is a quadriplegic. They have yanked his body out of the wheelchair on multiple occasions. He's been denied all kinds of rights while he's been in there, and he has suffered a great deal.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. That sounds like a good situation to be put up on here. Absolutely. So yeah, work out the kicks if you can there, my friend Tammy, and we'll go from there. But we can't do it this coming Wednesday because obviously that's New Year's, so it'll have to be the following Wednesday.
Oh, maybe next Friday. We'll see. But I think Wednesdays are really good for interviews.
Yeah, I agree. Because according to, let's see, if I get this right, my calendar, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my calendar in here, but it's just to be on the safe side here. According to New Year's is on Wednesday, so that's New Year's Eve is on Tuesday. So Wednesday is New Year's, and then the 3rd is a Wednesday. Or no, I'm sorry, is it a Wednesday? No, Friday. The 3rd is a Friday, so it'll have to be Friday, or we're going to do it the following week on a Wednesday. It's up to you, however you want to do it.
Yeah, I think Wednesday's better. The 1st is on a Wednesday, so the 8th, January 8th. All right.
Okay.
January 8th.
All right, we'll schedule it in for that then.
Yeah, he is very, very vocal on Facebook about his brother's story.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it definitely needs to be told. What a crapshoot. Yeah. All right. Well, that's an awesome resolution. Thank you so much, Tammy, for sharing that. I appreciate that. Did you have one for yourself personally or no?
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Okay. Yeah.
To have my husband exonerated before this time next year.
Absolutely.
Have the truth come to light. I pray all the time that God will step in and shed light on all the corruption that went on in his case. And uncover who got what money, where, and how.
Sure.
And what favors were traded on a intimate level between his ex-wife and the lead investigator.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think that's a pretty dang good one. I can't argue that. But I guess it's my turn to share mine.
Yes, we'd like to hear.
All right. Yeah, no, I don't mind sharing. But again, everybody in the chat that are here, please put your what your New Year's resolution is in the chat if you can or if you want to. I like to hear your guys' side and see what you guys got planned for 2025. Hopefully it's something positive and nothing negative, even though sometimes negativity can't be controlled to a certain extent, believe it or not. But when it comes to mine, there's a few things that I want to bring to the table. I believe is fitting for tonight. Number one, obviously, like what you said, Tammy, and your friend of that story that you just got involved with. I would love to see nothing but positivity for my sister Jay Lee, as you guys know. And I say that positively. Why? Because she's been locked up, as you guys know, since 1994. So that's a lot of years under her belt, and it's time for her to come home. And I truly believe that, I believe anyways, that she deserves to end her sentence and come home. That's how I look at it nonetheless. So hopefully there'll be some change coming down the road with that. And I think the case that we've been studying and watching, Tammy, if you remember, is the Menendez brothers. And hopefully if that turns out on a positive note, that might give, again, Jay Lee some play there. So nonetheless, we'll keep you guys updated on that case and Jay Lee's case and so much other factors and whatnot are coming down the road in future shows. So we'll keep you guys all updated on that. I just wanted to let you know that that's one of my key factors right there, where I would like to see finally, where I can get on here and say, like the rest of them say, that Jay Lee's finally being released and coming home. That would be awesome. So that hopefully 2025 will lead into that, or give her some positivity nonetheless. The second thing is I need to really start focusing on my own personal health. I think that's important. I've been putting off a lot of things. As you guys know, I'm not getting any younger. I just hit 50 last year in July. So I'm starting to feel it. It's starting to creep up on me slowly but surely. And I've been putting off a lot of important things when it comes to my health. Yeah, I know. Don't beat me up, guys. But I need to get back into the swing of things and get into the better health, I guess, in a sense. So I need to get on a better eating, better diet, all that fun jazz. The holiday season can really pound the weight on you with all the junk food and all the food that's there on the holidays. And I did my fair share of that. So
I'm so proud of myself. I didn't, even though I baked. Okay, I got to tell on myself. I baked 2 different types of fudge.
Mm-hmm.
I did like a Grinch fudge. I made the fudge green, and I did
Oh,
pistachios
right.
and cranberries in it for the kids, And then I did a walnut fudge. Then I did pecan pie bar cookies. I did rum balls. I did pistachio brittle. I made 4 9-inch round popcorn cakes. 3 were made with Reese's pieces and Reese's cups, and then the other one was a milk dud.
Yeah.
Let me think of what else I got myself into. Oh, Rice Krispie treats, and I had 2 special requests. I had to make baklava. If you don't know what that is, I'll tell you. And then a request to make turtles.
Oh, okay.
Pecan turtle. All right. And then I did hot and spicy nuts. I did ranch nuts, mixed nuts.
Yeah, I love my nut. I love my nuts. It's cool.
And then I did cinnamon sugar ones. So like everybody got a little. And if you don't know what baklava
that was very kind
is,
and sweet of you.
It's a Greek and Turkish Middle Eastern treat. And it's basically phyllo dough, loaded with I don't know how many pounds of butter in between each layer. It's like dealing with rice paper. It's very, very thin. And you have to butter each and every single layer that you put in there. And then you put cloves and allspice and different nice little spices. And then you make a honey syrup and you do walnuts and you put it in between the layers. So you could not have been around me for the holidays and you know how much of it I ate? None. None.
Are you kidding me? You didn't splurge?
No, not at all. I was so good. I was so proud.
Wow. Well, that's pretty dang good. Congratulations, Tammy, for not eating none of that stuff. I know. I don't think I could say the same.
I had to make everybody else feel fat. But
I am
gonna say another note. We gotta get into this because you love our federal government. So.
Oh yes. How did you know, Tammy? How did you know?
So, folks, I'm boycotting the post office. I am shouting out to any government official, please privatize the post office. It is no longer working effectively. I sent everything out on the 17th of December. Guess what? Nobody has gotten any of their goodies. I sent out 4 boxes.
Hey, Rose.
I sent out 4 boxes, and still to this day, right now, everything is stuck in Texas somewhere on a truck right now. It sat in Corpus Christi for literally 10 days.
Wow.
Just so y'all know.
Wow. So, see, that's the thing. I kind of can relate to one of those things. Cause I think we had an episode one of those times when we tried to deliver stuff, and it got lost or didn't get to the right time. And it's just, but when holiday season kicks in, as you guys know, and I'm not making excuses or sticking up for the post office, I want you guys to know that that's their busiest time of the year, and they are on overload and they lose stuff, believe it or not, just like they do on the airplanes and everything else. So it's a crapshoot. They need to come up with a better system.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah,
it's like,
absolutely.
and nobody said, I heard the I'm sorries finally when
Yeah.
I could finally do the official thing.
Mhm.
Oh, you're heading my way next Christmas. Long as you want to roll up your sleeves, because I don't know if I want to go through a week's worth of cooking again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hey, Rose. Happy
yes,
New Year,
Dad.
Rose, and hope you had a good Christmas over there in your neck of the woods. Glad to see you here, Rose.
Rose, please put in your New Year's resolution for us. We'd like to hear it.
Yeah.
Bert, we want to know what your New Year's resolution is. Come on, you got to have one.
Yeah, we got to. We guys got to share it. Let's see. Let's see what your guys' 2025 is going to look like. I can't
Annie,
wait.
Vicky, come on. Y'all can
Yeah,
type it in.
absolutely. Rose said this: 32 degrees in Brisbane, boiling hot. Wow. Yeah, that's hot. Cynthia, welcome, Cynthia. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good Christmas, with all things considered. Anyways, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. What's your New Year's resolution, Cynthia?
Yeah, Cynthia,
Uh,
give us the deets. We want to know.
yeah, my friend Bert said, Australia, you wouldn't have me, Rose. Uh, Rose said this, Orphan and Cynthia, pink waving, something that's weird. I don't know why it says pink waving on my thing. That's weird. But anyways,
because it doesn't show you the emoji, so it's just saying pink waving hand, but it's a pink hand
oh,
that she threw up saying
okay,
hi.
that's weird. It does that. That's weird.
I
Okay,
know
fair
it
enough.
is weird.
All right, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Anyways, Rose
You're
said
welcome.
this. I want to heal from the trauma I've been through in 2024. Amen. Nothing wrong with that. And I'll help you in that field, Rose, with sending healing prayers towards your way, and I hope everybody else does too.
We sure
Absolutely.
will.
Vicky said
Absolutely.
this: spend more time with family.
We're frozen.
My resolution. Um, my resolution is definitely get back on healthy track. Do something with my weight issues, even though I don't look like I'm overweight. I have a midsection. I'm trying to get rid of that. And
You don't have a dad bod, do you?
yes, I have a dad bod. And then, of course, a few other things. Get my eyes checked if I need glasses because I've been putting that off, and just a laundry list of things. I need to start 2025 off right. So those are some of the things I got to do. I've been putting it off too long. Time to get into the doctor's office, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But anyways, my friend Bert said I have to lose weight. Hey, let's do it together, my friend. My daughter, does my daughter does a fasting, and I need to learn from her how she does it because she's perfect weight, everything. And I need to figure out how she does it. Maybe she can be my little helper in it and give me some initiative
She'd be like, "You're
to
not
see.
allowed to eat right now, Dad. Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Can't have
I know.
anything."
I need to have her be my rock for a little while, if that makes any sense. But and anyway, Cynthia said this to have a better luck with my health and have more frequent visits with my son. Absolutely, amen. Nothing wrong with that, Cynthia. Thank you so much for your comment there. Cannot argue that in any way, shape, or form. And then, of course, Bert got in here. I must have missed a comment somewhere where he said, let's see. Oh, I don't sow my fat. Okay. I missed something somewhere. Orphan said this. Does anyone else find the holidays difficult? Yeah, absolutely. You're not the only one. For me too, especially incarceration. It's hard now that
I spent mine alone, so I'll tell
yeah.
you all right now. Did I cry? Yes. Did I go through the motions? Yes. Was it hard on my husband? Was it hard on me? Yes. But
yes.
Yeah, look up above, you pray to God, and you push through it, and you hope. And I made sure I got up and I stayed busy and got things accomplished I'd been putting off.
Correct.
So yeah, that's what I had to do to get through it. Now, sometimes it's talking to friends, sometimes it's
Yeah.
journaling. There's so many different routes you can go.
Yeah.
Support.
There's another fasting I wasn't aware of called spiritual fasting is best, according to Bert. I'm going to have to look into that, Bert. Thanks so much for that information. I'll look into that too. Anything that will hopefully help me. Texas Mom, what's going on, Texas Mom? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. She says, she goes, I'm in family. Absolutely. I'm not wrong with that. And she also said, hi, lovelies. And let's see here. Rose said, yep. Texas Mom said this, I couldn't get into the chat. That's weird.
What?
You guys, I don't know if you guys know this, not just with me, but a few other people have been getting a hold of me and letting me know for some odd reason that there's a lot of issues with YouTube in the chat, trying to leave comments and whatnot. I don't understand what's going on with that.
I haven't been able to leave chat on any of your little shorts or anything for a while.
Yeah, I don't get it. Sorry, Texas Mom, for that.
IT ticket.
Well, I might have to, but again, I don't know. My channel is changing every time I wake up and see something different. Anyways, Rose said, hi, Texas Mom. Absolutely. And then, of course, Bert got in here, said, but you have to control what you eat in amount. Yes, I know that. That's why my daughter, I think I need to get with my daughter and hopefully she can help me figure out how to do this fasting. She's so good at it, and I need to learn how. I got a lot of love and respect for my daughter on that. Anyways, Cynthia said this, I feel like I become numb during the holidays. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know, it's not the same. Again, Vicky said, yes, holidays is hard. I have 2 sons incarcerated. Yes. Yeah, and of course, you're in the same boat as with me and Tammy and so many others. It's very hard. I've been there, done that. I was also incarcerated, as you guys know, and it sucked when the holidays came around. Birthdays too. Man, it sucked.
Man, I don't even know how to tell you guys, like, this is no joke, for real. Mm-hmm. I looked at Ranger. You guys all know I have a blue heeler. He's about 5 years old, maybe 6. And let me tell you,
that's cool.
He's oh yeah, let me tell you, he knows when Mom is feeling down and depressed. He's all into it. And we have to have talks once in a while because I'm like, look,
yeah,
Mom's a little sad right now. I love you, but I'm really sad. Let me pet you for a minute. He understands, animals know they're comforting, but that is my comfort when I'm here by myself and things get to me.
And you hit that on the nail, Tammy, if I may, because I know exactly what you're talking about, even though I don't have our fur babies in our life anymore, because you know what happened. But I can relate because I had a dog at one time, and cats, all kinds of animals, and I know exactly what that's like and what you're talking about. Our animals, believe it or not, are more understanding than humans. And it's absolutely amazing how they understand what we're feeling.
You guys got to remember, we can support each other during times we don't have to meet up just in the podcast. If you need something and you're feeling lonely, please do not sit there and grieve by yourself.
Yes,
I had one person call. Well, 2 people call me. One wasn't very active in talking to me, but the other person was, and they had a house full of family. I was sitting here by myself, and they, yep, I cry a lot too, Vicky. And
sorry, Vicky.
So, she happened to call me and just make sure I was okay. She did a friend check, because she knows I have absolutely no one but myself here, and I'm alone pretty much most of the time, other than Rick's calls when I get them.
Right, and then of course your dog that you have also helps.
It does. So, I mean, if I didn't have him, I don't know. Sometimes I just go, I don't know. I don't know if I would go stir crazy or what. He keeps me going.
You see Rose's comment? She goes, "Blue heeler Aussie dog."
Yep, those are cool. He is true to it. Let me tell you, he tries to hurt even me. I'll be working and he'll come up and take his nose and push me like they do the cattle.
You know what kind of dog I had when I was a young kid, Tammy?
What?
I had a Cocker Spaniel. And for some reason, I don't know why I love those dogs. They're just I don't know, perfect size. Yeah, they're a unique dog, I guess, in a sense. They're just so dang unique and cute, I guess, in a sense.
The hair, That's what it was. You liked the hair.
It was what was a stub tail and the long ears,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. And
He has
but
the
it was
tail too. Ranger does.
yeah, he was so obedient and trained right and raised very well and loved in our family. And I was in grade school, of course, grade school or junior high, one of the two. And when I got off the bus at my bus stop there, he would meet me every single day at the bus stop, except for
Yeah.
that day. And you know about what I'm about to say, right? And what really sucks is, of course, if he doesn't meet me at the bus stop, I'm thinking, oh shit, he's on his leash because he got in trouble, so he can't be off his leash. That was part of his punishment. If he got bad or did something he wasn't supposed to, he got tied up. So I'm thinking that's what it was. So I got inside the house, and my grandmother, because I lived with my grandparents, my grandmother walked up to me with kind of a sad face, tears in the eye, type thing. She had to be the one that told me the bad news and let me know that my dog got ran over. And yeah, and they saved him before, so I could get home and be part of the, the burial service and all that, the funeral. But I didn't understand all that at that age. When you're a kid,
it's very hard. Yeah,
you just don't understand it, and you look at it, and you're mad at God, you're mad at everybody, you're mad at I was mad at my dad, I was just mad. I was like, why me?
Why me? Yeah.
And of course, it was one of those bad events, but I miss that dog. And that's why if I ever do decide to get another one in the future or whatnot, I'll get another Cocker Spaniel. I love those dogs.
They remind me of Lady and the Tramp because Lady,
absolutely.
she was a Cocker Spaniel.
I think that's exactly what kind of dog that is in that show. Yeah, absolutely.
It is. She's a Cocker Spaniel, and then I had a Dalmatian at one time that absolutely adored her. Mm-hmm. Her name was Oreo, and she looked like the male on the real version of the Dalmatians with Meryl Streep as Cruella.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The male dog, how he has the perfect markings around the eyes and everything. They're very muscular, Dalmatians are. I don't know what it is with me and these big herding dogs, but
in a sense, I guess, because just like Rose said, healers need heaps of exercise. We use them on farms. They're basically a good protection dog, and they are also a good hunting dog.
Yeah, Ranger is so like if Rose, just to let you know how spoiled he is, okay? If he is the size of a German Shepherd, for some reason there was a bigger build in his genetic bloodline. So when I took him to the vet, I was like, well, yeah, he needs to lose a few pounds, but he does run and he goes crazy and chases everything. But
good point, Orphan. Sorry, Tammy. Good point, Orphan. I will take that into consideration. I did not know that.
I am going to show y'all what happens when you let me get it up here for y'all. When you have a blue heeler and you spoil him beyond recognition. Yeah, I'm getting it up, and I'll show y'all in just a second. But go ahead, Jay, and keep reading.
Oh, you're good. I'm just reading everybody's comments. You're good, Tammy, for tonight. Bert said, my first funeral I went to was while I was in 5th grade of a good friend. Yeah, I was in junior high when I lost one of my friends, too. I know that was I can't remember if that was my first funeral or whatnot, but still, it sucked. She was I think she had a crush on me, believe it or not. And she would walk from her house to my house just to come visit me. So I thought that was sweet. Rose said, working healers round up sheep on farms. Yep, they're good. They're a dang good work dog. Orphan says, I love Chihuahuas. Yeah, and
okay, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, okay. So let me. Oh yeah, there he is.
Okay, so that's what happens when you get fed homemade dog food. Apparently, yeah.
He's definitely spoiled and he's definitely out for the night. Looks like.
He is definitely out. He's like that. all the time. I wanted to show y'all one other picture. Hang on. Just
Oh, you're
one.
good. Take your time. This is
Let me see if I can get it.
yeah, but anyway, so everybody, I don't know if you guys answered the question in the title, but again, if you guys want to share your New Year's resolution, please feel free to do so for the remaining of the show tonight. Like I said, I'm going to definitely focus on a few things. Of course, 2025, as you guys know, is going to be a good year for me, in a sense, and I'm looking forward to what's coming. So, yeah. So let's see what Tammy's trying to figure out here.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, your decorations and your yeah, I see it. Hey, great job on all that.
Hang on. We'll try not to get too much stuff going here. But yeah, you kind of get the gist.
That looks pretty yummy. Dang.
Yeah. And then that's Rick and I together in our little collage there. Because when they're in there, we can only send so many things. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing that, Tammy. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I just kind of wanted to
yeah,
kind of share a little bit of me, this is a personal type of thing
sure.
tonight.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let me
We're all
see
family here. There's no judgmental people in here, Tammy, so you're good. Orphan Annie said this at Bert. When I was a kid, I had funerals for my pets, rabbits and birds. Wow. Thanks for sharing that, Orphan. Hey, Trey Stone's in here. Good to see you, Trey. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you're doing good over there in your neck of the woods. And I hope you had one heck of a good Christmas, all things considered. Trey Stone said this, my resolution, I'm going to complete my early termination of supervision. Wow. That's something to celebrate for. Absolutely.
Woohoo! We're gonna have a party.
Man, you got to keep me updated and posted on that, Trey. That's awesome news. Thank you so much for sharing that. Wow, that'd be awesome. And that means then when you're off probation, you'll have a lot more freedom, correct? And then we could hopefully meet in person one day. But yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, so let's go through. I don't know if any of you guys answered. I know some of you guys answered what your guys' New Year's resolution is going to be. And I think you heard Tammy's. And I hope you guys all heard mine. But nonetheless, I hope that everybody will have an awesome 2025 coming in. I actually can't wait till it gets here because some exciting things are coming down the road when it comes to, me and my family. And I hope the best for all of you too, as well, when this new year rolls around. Looking forward to it. If you guys could please hit and smash the like button in the video, that will help the channel out a lot. And if you're new here and you don't know what this is about, again, I'm broadcasting live on other platforms too, so you can't see the chats in the YouTube chat section anyways. But anyways, if you're new here, you know what to do. Hit the sub, hit and smash the like button, put a comment down below, and also hit the share button. Share this with other people so they can hear the news, if you will. Tammy, do you have anything you want to add?
And learn how
to absolutely
advocate properly, to spread some love and positivity out in the world. We are all human beings. I would like to see inmates and their loved ones treated with common decency, and respect. I know that people have a mentality about prisons and about people that are in jail or prison. And what gets me about the whole jail thing is you most 9 times out of 10, you haven't even been in a courtroom yet for whatever that charge is. So, people associate that, but anybody can get picked up on the side of the street, in a store, in your home, for anybody saying you did XYZ, or a disgruntled cop. Lots of things can happen that any one of us can be on the other side of this. And it's very, very sad. And I'm kind of ashamed of myself in a lot of ways too, because before I really knew this side of things, I was very ignorant. So I would love to see people get educated and understand that those are human beings in there, and there are a lot more innocent people in there than we realize. And then there's a lot of people in there on charges that I really think that that's not the way to go, because there is no rehabilitation in prison. If you do not know that, I promise you, get educated, because it's just not there. It's not even close to where it needs to be. And you know, almost every person in there, if you dig down deep and you go into their psyche and you go into their childhood and you go into their modern day, right before they got hemmed up with whatever they were, whether they were guilty or innocent, all of it, almost always, I'd say a good out of every 10 people, at least 8 have mental health issues of some kind. And mental health has such a negative stigma. Mental health can be depression, it can be anxiety, it can be social anxiety, it can be different diseases, it could be physical illness in the brain itself, you know. And until we address mental health in this country, we are never gonna be able to get rid of the problems that we have.
Right. Well, and like I mentioned to you before, I believe, Tammy, either private chat or on a show like this, I can't remember which one it was, but believe it or not, and everybody in the chat, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but we already have cures for like cancer and AIDS and all of that. It's sitting on the back shelf in the pharmaceutical building. You know, we do have cures, but they're not going to give it up anytime soon.
One of the cures would be for them to quit poisoning all our food and poisoning.
Right. No, absolutely. No, I agree. But the reason, the reason,
water and the ground,
correct,
everything.
Right. And again, the reason behind it is because there's more money in research than there is cure.
Oh yeah, they're going to keep themselves fed before anything. Now,
yeah, absolutely.
I did write a little piece that I would like to share with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 1 second. And
go ahead.
Destiny, sorry, Tammy, I got a lot going on my screen here. Destiny said, "Hi to everybody. I want to make sure everybody knows that you're not being ignored." Rose said, "Prisons are huge cages." Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Hi, Destiny.
Bert said, "There is push to control the world." Yeah. There's a lot of interesting things
to push back, Bert. Right? We need to push.
Yeah, absolutely. Back. Absolutely. Trey said this also. He said, "I also resolved to write more to my locked up friends." Absolutely. That's nothing wrong with that. I would.
That's amazing, Trey.
Yeah, Trey, keep us updated on your situation. And again, he also said, I got to find the comment. He also said that if you want to write I got to find it. He said, I think this is it right here. He said this in the chat, guys. Pay attention. He said this. I just wrote it. Still gathering letters of support. So again, this is where you guys come in if you want to do this. Support. I encourage others to submit anything they want, like a pardon to the governor. Absolutely. If you don't, you just telling yourself no. Absolutely. So I'll see if I can get people in the chat to write letters.
Trey, if we could have a conversation, I would like to do that over the weekend. And I would be happy to assist in your situation. There are some things that I would like to speak with you about in regards to that. And I would be happy to write a letter of support for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love
to. Nothing wrong with that. And then Vicky said, I would too. My son was just injured and no one cared. No one cares. I don't know what's going on at Jackson County Jail, Michigan lately, but they need to fix it. Yeah, and it sounds like it's a broken record when it comes to medical neglect or just medical as a whole. As you guys remember, I did a show on medical situations, and some of those staff in there that are working in the medical field, believe it or not, guys, are from just freshly out of college, medical school. They're interns, so they They have no idea what they're doing.
Jackson County, Michigan, big shout out. People, please write that sheriff over there and ask him why prisoners are going with broken hands, broken arms, broken jaws, and unfed and not taken care of medically. That is, they are in their care and protection. If an inmate gets injured while they're in there, it is his or her, because I don't know if it's, I believe it's a male, if it's still the same sheriff. I do have his email. Vicky, if you still have the text, will you send it to me where I sent you all the things, or I'll try and look for it and I'll try and get it up on the screen here. Give me a second.
Yeah. Take your time, guys. Take your time.
Vicky.
Let's see here. Just going through the chat. Go ahead, Tammy.
Oh, I wanted to read this to y'all, and then I'll put up the stuff for where Vicky's son is. If y'all could all pitch in and send an email, it takes a few moments, and call these elected officials out. They are elected. If they can't do their job effectively, they should be out.
Right.
Somebody else can do it for them. That's how it goes. You take on that position, you should be able to be capable of handling it.
Accountability.
Justice is the foundation of harmony. It's the courage to stand up for what's right, even when the road is steep. Justice is not about perfection, but about striving for fairness, equality, and truth in every decision. When we seek justice, we uplift not just ourselves, but the world around us. Believe in its power, for even the smallest act of fairness can ripple into profound change. I just want you all to know your email, your voice, your letter. Trey is hit it on the head.
Yep.
Paper trails. Keeping up with it. Keep pushing. Keep getting together. Let's keep doing it. We have to. We are the voice on the outside for those there.
Good evening, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Debbie's also in Florida. Go ahead. I'm listening.
We just have to keep joining together. Listen, there's more of us than there is them. I promise. There's one sheriff for every county. The county people elect them into that seat. We have got to start standing up and getting people in these offices that are fair, that are not biased, not racist, not politically motivated, not funded by corrupt money or favors or any of that crap. We have to keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to ask for change in the diet of prisoners. It costs the taxpayers more money in meds to take care of them later because they end up with diabetes or some other disease. Or like my husband, he has gout. And so he has to take a medication daily for the gout. But processed foods cause gout flare-ups, so then it causes an infection. So then you are there with antibiotics.
Yeah, my father had gout bad too at a certain age. Too much liver and onions.
Food? It's all processed.
Yep, absolutely. Well, the doctor said my dad got it from too much liver and onions.
Well, yeah, it could be, but it's organ meats will make you sick. But think about what they give you. They give you summer sausage or the Vienna sausages or packaged processed meats. All the snacks in there are bad for you. All of that kind of stuff causes.
Good job, Vicky. Keep us posted, Vicky, if you could, please. Yeah, because sorry, Tammy. Again, I want to let you guys know that when you do letters, emails, also the key factor here too, besides what Tammy just mentioned, also you got to keep a certain respect level. I know it's very hard to get your emotions mixed into it and start cussing these people out, especially if you're making phone calls and all of that. You won't get nowhere cussing these people out. Unfortunately, I'm just telling you the truth. Some people have tried this and they just hang up on you. It doesn't go anywhere. So you have to kind of stoop down their level. I know it's nerve-wracking, but but you got to get your point across so you can be heard, so that you can take the next step. Again, paper trail is important. Making hard copies of everything is important, and keeping all of your evidence is important when you do this type of work, because it'll pay off in the long run. Every time you make a phone call or an email, they can say on their end, I never got it, I never received it, You get the idea. So when you make hard copies or just copies in general, that is where it'll pay off. Tammy?
Okay, I'm going to send this to you, Jay. I know that it'll probably have my email on there, but that's fine. Let's see here. Let me get it to you. Jay.
JJ.
Jay. Okay. Voices.
Trey Stone said this: the jails are paid by the Fed to house Fed inmates, but talking about federal inmates, but they are required to follow standards. Yes, they got a policy and procedures and rules and regulations they got to abide by in there, but they never do. I slept on the floor. Listen to this. Trey said he slept on the floor in jail. The feds pay for a bed because I'm required a bed, safety, food, or I can sue. Absolutely. And you hit that on the nail, Trey, because when I was unfortunately did prison time, they put people on the floor next to the toilet because there's no beds, not enough beds for everybody. So what does that tell you? I mean, people are literally sleeping on the floors next to the crapper. That is inhumane. I mean, it's ridiculous. And our taxes pay for that. Bert said, they told me it was, instead of it was gout. Yeah. Bert said, so don't expect the truth from them. Absolutely. Redeeming, what's going on, my friend? Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. He said, Happy New Year. Absolutely. Same to you. And I hope 2025 turns out good for you too as well, from a positive note. Welcome in. Vicky said this, that's why we are making copies. Great, Vicky, and keep everything. Yes, absolutely. You're doing everything by the book, just like I have told people and taught people. You got to make sure you do your homework and get all your evidence collected, so that way they can't come at you later down the road and say, hey, you never sent this or you never got that, blah, blah, blah. So you're doing a great job over there, Vicky. Thank you. Go ahead, Tammy. The floor is yours.
Our friends that are going to send these emails, please, the first one I sent you, Jay, is to the ombudsman. When you and this is a sheriff.
Bear with me. I got to get it opened up here. Just bear with me for a second here.
And this is how we coordinate things, folks.
Did you want me to share this with the screen?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, worse, I'll get us some hate mail.
Oh, okay, I can do it. I'll just download it and put it on. I'm not going to get your whole entire thing. I'll just download it.
Yeah, I sent you two.
Yeah, it's downloading. Just bear with me 1 second here.
One for the sheriff, and then I'm trying to see if I have the mayor's.
Okay, let me see if I can get this all squared away here.
Where is the mayor?
Is this it? Let me see if this does anything.
One says ombudsman, and the other one is the sheriff. So, right, guys, what I would like you to do, so when you send the email to the sheriff, CC the ombudsman in it. So that's the ombudsman. If you'll CC them in your letter, and just a basic, hey, very concerned, made aware of people with broken bones and serious injuries not being taken care of medically. This needs further investigation, yada, yada, yada. Something like that. Deep concern over the mistreatment of inmates and human beings in their county jail. They're in Lansing. I appreciate you all, and redeeming what we're doing tonight. If you don't mind letting us know what your New Year's resolution is. Debbie, there in Florida, if you wouldn't mind sharing your New Year's resolution. Anybody else that I missed that didn't share, please share your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, before we head out, anyways. And again, Redeemin said this in the email. And again, on the screen, guys, there's the information from Tammy. You should be able to.
That's one. I sent you another one with the sheriffs.
All right, where did it go? I thought I downloaded it. All right, bear with me one second here. Let me
Okay.
get Redeeman's thing up here real quick. Redeeman said this: "My goal is to create programs with like open-minded and professionals who are open and communities to bring programs to help improve behaviors and expunge records, especially for the first-time offenders." I'm all down for that. Can't argue that at all.
You
Thank
know
you,
I love
Redeeman.
you, and you know that I am 100% there.
Yeah, and also
Wherever
add who walked
there
the walk.
ends up being, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And Debbie said, "I think there." Debbie said, "I think there has to be a federal investigation." Yeah, I agree with that. Destiny said this. Thank you, Destiny, for your comment. She said they use food as punishment in there. Saw something about Warden Burger. Wow, interesting. It's used as a punishment. I don't know what. I've never heard of that before, and I've been in prison. What's a Warden Burger? Interesting. Um,
Destiny, if you have the information, send it to your Aunt Tammy so I can get it out there. I'll send it to Jay and we'll get it up
yeah,
on the
I'd
show.
like to. Yeah, Trey Stone said this. Hit that like button and hit the law hits you. I like that. I like that. 1 second, Debbie. Excuse me, 1 second, Tam. I'm going to get that other thing up. I'm just going through the chats here real quick. Redeeman said, "Oh, create programs to teach boundaries, decency, consent, along with common sense." I agree. Thank you, my friend. I am highly unorthodox. I get it, my friend. I understand.
I like your
Bert,
thinking though, redeeming, because
yeah, me too.
it is things. Bert, there are people I know because you were in the military. You know those Gomer Pyle type of folks that had those common sense issues. I mean, like we have to. There are some people that really were not brought up to think
Mm-hmm.
things. What is Wardenberger? I'm clueless. Is it because
Well,
I'm
yeah,
old
that's
or
got me
what?
stumped, believe it or not. And I've done prison time, and I've never heard of that slang or term. Interesting. Debbie said this. Hopefully, I will make it to DC to the federal building in March. Yeah, and keep me updated on that, Debbie. I'm curious on the outcome of that. Maybe we could meet up. With that, let me go ahead and get back to where
The
I don't know
sheriff.
why the other. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out why that didn't download. So bear with me for a second. I hit download. Why didn't it come up?
It's just being ugly. If you can't get it up, everybody just Google
I might have to
Lansing
share.
County,
I might have to.
Jackson County in Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
And the sheriff has an email. There's an under sheriff there. I mean, there's the mayor's stuff is there. Last time that I sent an email, it was to the sheriff and the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to the sheriff and CC'd the mayor, and then that's what
I
think
found
Vicky
it.
did as well.
It was hidden. It was hidden.
Here we
I don't
go,
know why
guys.
it was hidden, but bear with me 1 second, people.
I know Vicky's son with the broken hand will so much appreciate you guys in support and doing that.
Yes, absolutely. All the help we can get on any on all aspects, absolutely. So here's that other thing that Tammy shared. Here it is. Write this stuff down, guys, if need be. Take a screenshot if it need be. However you want to get it, there it is. Or I can send it to you through an email, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Where did Redeeman said this in the chat? It is crappier version of a Whopper. Interesting, Redeeman. That's interesting.
Got you.
Okay, Orphan said, and to think that it's actually going on behind closed doors, and we never hear about because prisons have little to no rights to even get their abuse to the outside world, unless you sneak unless you sneak a cell phone in and catch it on camera. Yeah, a lot of it's hush hush. Absolutely. Bert said, cops abused me when I was first arrested. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Bert, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Destiny says, send it to you, Aunt Tammy. So Destiny sent it to you.
Thank you.
And
I'll send it on to Jay and we'll discuss this whole Wardenberger thing.
Yeah, Wardenberg. That's interesting. Trey said, restraints, file a pardon, write your governor. Absolutely. That's the best thing you can do right now. And then Bert said, I was told it was within their boundaries. Oh, wow. My ass. Excuse me, my French guys.
What was in their boundaries? I'm lost. What did I miss?
Bert said he got beat up or abused by the cops. I got to find it. Where did it go? Right here. I put it up on the screen, Tammy. Bert said this: cops abused me when I was first arrested.
Same thing with my husband, and I think y'all are veterans. I mean, I don't understand it. People don't realize that the incarceration rates of veterans and the disrespect for their service and their sacrifice that they made so that we could be up here on this podcast saying anything we want tonight.
Yeah. Vicky said, guys, got to go. Baby just woke. I understand. I've been there, done that many times. Vicky, thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year. And we'll see you in the month of January on either our, I think it's going to be our Man's Night show or the following Wednesday night show. I haven't decided yet what we're doing yet, but we'll see you then. Thank you, Vicky, for being here.
Tell your son that we're going to push. We're going to send emails. We're going to do what we have to do on our end. And hang in there, lady. Hang in there.
Yep. All you got to do is just hang in there. We'll get this taken care of, as you guys know. We love and respect every single one of you guys. But we're at the top of the hour. Tammy, real quick before we head out the door, what's your closing argument for tonight?
Well, I don't have one, but I do want to leave with this very peaceful thing, since this will be the last show we have before the new year rings in. And I want you all to take this as you can and take this as you may. People may call you many things, but you don't have to let it get in you. Go back to who God says you are. Let your Heavenly Father name you, not people, not mistakes, not your past. He calls you exceptional. He calls you redeemed and forgiven. He calls you healthy and free. He calls you one of a kind, a history maker, a giant killer. He calls you a son of strength and a daughter of destiny.
Wow.
You guys, that's a prayer or Joel Osteen is quoted for saying that. I know there's some bad press behind him sometimes, but those words are true and they're fact. Just remember, you are not everything that you're labeled. You're not your disabilities that you're labeled. You're not the things that society has deemed, especially here in America. We love labels. We use them a lot, don't we, Tammy? Yeah, I hate labels. Labels don't help people heal. Yeah. But belief in a human being will heal them quicker than anything else. Yeah, absolutely. Have love and belief in another human being. So I ask you guys to give one gift this year. Give the gift of love. Go out there and speak your truth with love and compassion. Please do that. That's what I ask for this year. Absolutely. Wow. You hit, I don't think I can find anything that can beat that prayer, Tammy. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is awesome. And before we go, Trey said this. Here's your answer, Tammy. Trey said, it's a soy burger. Oh, I can't stand soy. Or the renal/organ beef that sits in hot water for so long it turns a gray/green. Yummy. Jay, the news video on it. So you can I sent it to you on Messenger. You can download it and okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Rose said, thank you, Tam. Definitely no. Yes, absolutely. And Rose said, not what the state calls us. Yeah, that's an understatement. And then Bert said, so true. And Tin Man's in here. Wow, welcome to the show, Tin Man. And doesn't matter if you're late or not, but anyways, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. But anyways, with that said, you guys can definitely see that we got some things changing in the works when it comes to everything and everyone. Again, guys, if you need to get a hold of me and you don't have my contact information, again, I'm going to put it up here for one more time. There it is, voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, email me and we can go from there. Make sure you have this written down somewhere so we won't lose it.
Again, it's voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Get a hold of me, and we can go from there for whatever it is. As you guys know, big changes are coming down the road, and I can't wait to share a lot of it with you when it hits, and it's going to hit, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Some of you already know. There's maybe a few of you in here know what's coming. It's not here yet, but like I said, it's patience is a virtue. It's coming, and I can't wait to share it nonetheless. And then, of course, Rose said, end the registration of SOs. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Working on that. Trust me, there's some things working on behind the scenes on that. Trey Stone said, normal Christians cards are rejected by Fed mailroom. Watch out. Oh, go figure. Imagine that. Timian said, missed it all. I'll have to watch the replay. That's fine. That's what it's up there for, my friend. Thank you so much anyways. Trey Stone said, not stock paper or colors. Yeah, because they don't want drugs in there. That's their excuse.
And I did write you guys. I hope you guys see that. Yeah, you got it up there. And I truly mean that, guys. I really all want you guys to take reflective upon all the things you've overcome in your lives, and know that if we look towards the sun, we can see the light.
Absolutely.
And if we're in the dark, if we look up to the moon, we see the light. There's light in everything we do. Even in darkness, there's always some light. Just remember
Why do you think darkness hates light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it shines on the truth.
Amen.
Truth always comes out. It always comes out, trust me.
And Tammy, what did you been saying for the last few months? This is the year of what?
This was the year of truth. Now, next year is the year of retribution and action, I believe.
Fair enough. I can't complain there.
We're going to see things and eye-opening things that people will change their whole thought process over all of these upcoming trials with all of these big things. But we need to push for them not to put a can and a lid over the whole Epstein thing, because if we're going to fry one side of the burger, the Warden burger, we're going to fry the other side of it, by God, because listen, that's where all our politicians and our judges and our judicial system, law kind of stuff is going to come to light.
Everybody wants
push for that.
Yeah, everybody wants their cake and eat it too when it comes to all that label bull crap.
Yeah, we want to get the other side. We want to get both sides evenly fried, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. Trey Stone in the chat said this. Wish you happiness, JJ. Look what you started. Wish you happiness, JJ and Tam Tam. I like that. Okay, we're gonna have to start rolling that. That's something new for 2025 now, Tam. Look what you started, Tam. It's your fault.
Oh man.
Thank you, Trey. You make me laugh over here, my friend. Appreciate you. Wish you happiness, JJ. I'll have to keep that in my JJ. It's the JJ show. JJ and Tam Tam show. Don't get me started. Watch, there'll be another podcast under that name now.
It's better than Bubbles and Bam Bam. We'll take it.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, again, Happy New Year from all of us here at Fion and from the team here. We wish you all the best. Love, light, and love to all. And, of course, obviously respect and so many other positive things, too, as well.
Yes, we love
you guys. You guys are family. You guys mean the world to me. And we love and respect every single one of you again. Thank you guys so much for being here, sharing this stuff, getting it out there, and making this podcast what it is today. Let's ring in 2025 a epic new year for all of us. With that said, I'm your host, Jay. This is your co-host, Tammy. We'll see you guys on the next one. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Cynthia. Good night, everybody.